It is an absolute pleasure to be here to take part in this. I normally don't preference poems, so to speak, but I just want to share a few words, being that it's Father's Day. I was certainly blessed to have my father, my mother and father be together. He was a tremendous influence in my life. This rendition of me is a poet, but I was an MC 40 years ago. And my journey into poetry was literally completely stamped 20 years ago when my father died, literally a day or two from here. So, and one of the first poems that I actually, said, out, like in major, shall we say, poetry venues, was a poem I wrote in regards to my father. And that poem has long since been retired, okay? You literally have to have poetry in motion to know that poem. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, literally. But some things have set the stage for me to to do poems in this regard. I've also worked, I've taught creative writing in family shelters, I've run fathers programs, and you live life as a black man trying to, I have 2 sons, so this is what's come out of that, and just roll with it.
Yeah.
Children raised without a father are more likely to live in poverty, do drugs, and or become teen parents. But the real conspiracy, they score lower on standardized tests, which the government factors in when building correctional facilities. Do you see a trend, especially when more women are single, raising kids than men? Mama's baby, daddy's maybe is an excuse for some. You know the drill. Soon as he came, the relationship wouldn't come. Still, rationalizing a painful past, for your child's future is dumb. My dad wasn't around, so I won't be. Rolling stones become chips on shoulders, an excuse not to contribute financially, but kids spell love T-I-M-E, making it plain to see. You have to go farther to be a father. Even if your biological didn't bother. And your dreams got you riding into the wild blue yonder. Pause. Even when the stress has your nerves feeling like open sores. Pause. Believing switching wifey excuses you from fatherly chores. Just use the data on broken families as an order to show cause. Most end up poor in jail while we fail to try hard. Forgetting about the babies we sent back to God. And if we're not careful, generations could be damned when the revolution should be televised by sonogram. And as a result, angels to be are stilled by parental apathy, screaming silently like the descendants of Shem. Visit me in Rem and beseech I advocate for them. So through me, a message they share. Death by neglect isn't fair, so honor us here by being there. Honor us, you hear? Even if your dad wasn't there. Not just on holidays, every day. Stop and say, I will go farther to be a father. Even if my biological didn't bother. And my dreams got me riding to the wild blue yonder. Or the baby mama got a few screws loose. I screwed her because I thought she was loose. Now I'm screwed because there's no use in thinking with the little head instead of the big one. But I promise to love my daughter or son from sun up to sundown, teaching my child, reaching my child, ending the cycle of absenteeism by being any boy can make a baby. But a man goes farther and is a father. Like I'll be, even if my biological didn't bother.
Yes, sir.
One more.